So now that you have the quad split, you're ready to decide what angles will be in those individual boxes: upper left hand, upper right hand, bottom left hand, bottom right hand. They are hardwired boxes, therefore you can change what's in them, because when you're using a switcher on the keyboard, those switching buttons actually don't know what angle is in those boxes. You will have to decide what's in those boxes. So when you bring down the keyboard setup, you will notice that F9 corresponds to upper left, F10 corresponds to upper right, F11 bottom left, and F12 bottom right. And by default, as I said, AVID has that set up on the keyboard. Next step is create a brand new sequence, and whatever angle you selected, in my case it was the upper left hand, the green underline shows it. So that is the opening angle, and because I don't have good sound, I mark in where the drummer comes in on the sequence, bring in the studio quality sound onto source monitor, mark it in when the drummer starts playing, and put it into the timeline with an overwrite. Then you, in the composer settings, set up the multi-camera mode, and now you're ready to edit live. Editing live is very simple. Hitting the play button and switching the angles, which is what you did earlier with F9, 10, 11, 12 in a 4 quad split, and following beat, just hit the switches like you are doing in a online live studio, camera switching from 1 through 4. When you are done, if I want to change those angles, I can right click in the timeline and I can change it, or if I open up the keyboard settings where the up and down arrow buttons between the numeric and alphabetic buttons is selecting next or previous in the group, holding down in this case shift, you can park on that angle and using the keyboard shortcut to loop around the angles. If you need to make adjustments, there is a couple of ways of doing it. One, if the sync was not accurate enough, you can slip a segment. You can also use dual roller trim if you want to have more or less of one of the angles. When you're done with the whole thing, play it out, check it out, full quality, and see if everything is working, and then you're ready to print. And that's pretty much it for the multi-camera using the mark-in point. Thank you for watching.